Hello and welcome back to Jules Math Tools. We're looking at the parts of an algebraic equation. In this video, we're going to be looking at not only the definition of what an equation is, but also identifying the key parts of our equation. If you're ready, let's get started. So we're going to begin by first looking at the definition of what is algebra. So I want you to remember that algebra is simply the branch of mathematics that uses letters or other symbols in place of values and then uses them using special rules. So algebra has its own set of rules that we usually use to calculate or solve for our unknown variable. So for example, here are some examples of what are algebra expressions and equations look like. These will always have what we call a variable involved in one way or another. So let's look at what is an equation. In math, what you need to remember is that an equation just simply says that two things are equal. So anytime you have what we call an expression or an equation, when you have an equation, there is usually an equal sign involved. And what this equal sign simply tells us is that whatever we have on one side of the equation is equal to whatever is on the other side of the equation. So regardless of how it may look, it just tells us that these two things are equal. So let's look at the parts of our equation. Now in some other videos that I've uploaded, I looked at the definition for each of these key parts individually. I defined what is our coefficient, what is our variable, and what is our constant in our equation. Some other key points that we also looked at. We looked at what are our terms. So in our terms, we also went through the definition and how we can identify our terms in our equation, and how we also can identify the parts of our terms when given to us either individually or within an equation. Another thing that we also looked at in our equation is what is an expression. So an expression is also another part of our equation, and I must stress to you the importance of knowing this part as well. The expression and the equation are not the same thing. Remember that with an expression, there is no equal sign involved. We just have terms and an operator sign or operator sign. But in an equation, an equal sign is always involved, because remember that our equal sign tells us that whatever we have on the left hand side of our equation is equal to whatever is on the right hand side of the equation. Okay, so let's review before we leave. So remember that your equation tells you that whatever you have on the left hand side of your equation is equal to the right hand side. And remember not to stress over how each side of the equation may look. Just remember that the two things based on our equal sign are equal. So keep that in mind as you work through solving these type of questions and identifying the difference between your expression and your equation. Remember to check out the videos that I have on each of these individual parts, such as your coefficient, your terms, your constant, and your variables, so that when you're looking at your equation and you hear these key terms, you'll be able to identify what part of the equation you are talking or is being talked about. Okay, so thank you for joining us on this video, and remember to return back to Jules Math Tools, where we make math easy.